Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Ron Placone and the miserable liberal, Steph Zamorano.
I really am miserable.
Howdy, howdy, everybody.
So Trump went down to Puerto Rico, and he spent at least a few hours there, and he got to wear some casual rain gear, which was nice. And here we go. Here we go.
Mick Mulvaney is here, right there, and Mick is in charge of a thing called budget. Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack.
Wow.
Now, I know.
Too soon, buddy. Too soon.
Too soon. A little too soon. People are starving. People are literally dying right now. People don't have drinking water.
You know, they say comedy is tragedy plus
time.
And
It's not tragedy plus more fucking tragedy. That's not comedy. Comedy's tragedy plus time. You can't be sitting in Puerto Rico making a joke about Puerto Rico. About how horrible things are. It's
comedy's tragedy plus time. Trump says no. No,
I like to see Trump liberating Auschwitz. Boy, you guys are reading us out of house and home.
Oh, God.
You guys are really... I don't know what you guys are doing, but our food supplies are gone.
This was a hell of a commute for us.
Oh... When they showed up at Hiroshima, you guys, oh boy, things still hot over here, burning right through our Doc Martens. Those are expensive Doc Martens. That's the equivalent. You don't go to a disaster and start making jokes about the disaster at the disaster, especially if you haven't fixed it yet. You can't make jokes until you fix it, especially if it's your job to fix it. Jesus Christ.
Threw our budget out of whack.
Throw our budget. Here, let's hear it again. Here we go.
Mick Mulvaney is here, right there, and Mick is in charge of a thing called budget. Now, I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack. Because
He didn't get the laugh he was hoping.
No. He got a courtesy smile from the person next
Melania.
to him.
That's Melania.
Yeah,
it looks like next to him. Got
the
the
other
courtesy.
person's just like, oh, geesh. Oh, boy.
He did it. He did
Yeah,
the
he
joke.
went
I told him
there.
not to do it. He's doing it anyway.
we've spent a lot of money on Puerto Rico, and that's fine.
That's
We've
fine.
saved a lot of lives. If you look at every death is a horror. But if you look at...
But some aren't as bad as others. Here we go. If you look at...
a real catastrophe like Katrina...
unlike this pretend catastrophe this is bad, but it's nothing like Katrina. Why?
and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was just totally overpowering. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. What is your death count as of this moment? 17?
16 certified.
16 people certified.
This is like a comedy sketch in like one of those like sitcoms that try to make you uncomfortable, like one of those BBC comedies where it's so over the top on purpose and everyone's getting uncomfortable. Yeah, like Ricky Gervais wrote this speech for him.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure. Like it is that level.
I mean, when you have a real tragedy like Katrina, I mean, this isn't like that. We had hundreds and hundreds. What do you have, 16? So not so bad. And
this could be way worse. And it's like, so really, I mean, go us, right? Are we good?
So, again, I get that he hasn't been a politician his whole life, and he hasn't had to speak like a politician, being, sensitive to victims, which is what you're supposed to be doing. You're the leader. You're supposed to be sensitive to victims. And you're supposed to make sure,
Yeah, you don't need to be a politician to have empathy for other human beings.
Right.
That's part of just being a person in most cases.
Well, you want to here's how he has. Want to see how he has empathy? You want to see literally?
I'm curious.
So Trump goes to some distribution center, whatever, and here we go. Ready? He starts throwing out paper towels like you would throw out T-shirts when you're warming up the Tonight Show.
He signed the paper towels with a Sharpie.
You totally know that after a catastrophe like this, the first thing I often look for is more paper towels, please. More paper towels.
Hey, my kid doesn't have...
We don't have any power. We don't have any access to water. My kid's diabetic and he's dying.
There you go. All right. There you go. Got you some paper towels. That's what Trump is. Literally, you think I'm kidding? Now he's going to start playing like he's playing basketball. People are fucking dying.
Paper towels.
And he's throwing out paper to look, I'm helping. You're not at it. This isn't a concert. You're not throwing out T-shirts with a T-shirt gun. Here's paper towel. Fix your hurricane. Here, go clean up your... Literally, he's throwing out paper towels and people are grabbing them like he's throwing out hats at a baseball game. That's not what this is. But, and you know, people are, and everyone there's like a sycophant, by the way. If you see the people around there, I don't know who these people are who are there, but it's like they're at a Trump rally. No kidding. What? You seem like, woo! So but basically they're doing is they're grabbing a souvenir from the president.
Yeah. Yeah, paper
so
towels.
All these people in this room have access to water, to food, to warmth,
smiling.
to shelter.
People are taking selfies with them. That's what this is. That's what's happening here. So I don't know who these people are. But he just goes down and starts throwing out paper towels to them.
They're laughing.
Everybody's taking pictures. So this does not seem like people... They all have power because their cell phones are all charged. So I don't know what's going on there, where this is from, but... You know, I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I understood why people voted for Donald Trump. But you have to admit, he is the world's biggest jackass. It's like a joke presidency. And I'm not saying that the other people who he was running against aren't completely corrupted and horrible people, too. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying other people are better or worse. I'm just saying this guy's like a joke.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke. If there's a wrong way to... Literally, it's like we're watching a sitcom and Jim Belushi is president, and they're playing it for laughs.
Well, he comes
or
from
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah,
Ricky Gervais.
I mean, that literally sounded like it was something out of like The Office or something, where it's like they just do. I mean, and he comes from so much privilege, he just doesn't know how to be a normal human being.
And so the last two presidents the Republicans gave us was George W. Bush and this guy, complete buffoons in public. Both of them.
Yeah, big time.
And, you know, Barack Obama, again, a screwer of poor middle class and workers, totally corrupted, which is why we don't have a functioning health care or banking system, is because of Barack Obama's corruption. But at least he didn't do this.
No.
He didn't come down, hey, imagine if Barack Obama started shooting hoops with frickin' paper towels in a fucking disaster area?
We thought
I got
it was
you guys
awful.
covered.
We thought it was awful when Bush flew over Katrina in a plane, and we just saw that shot and him being contemplative, looking out a window. That's what we thought was bad. I had no idea that it would stoop to paper towel level.
He probably wrote #MAGA on a bunch of the paper towels, too, when he was throwing them out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's probably selling those paper towels at his website right now.
Okay, what I'm struck about is that nobody in that crowd is saying, what are you doing to help Puerto Rico?
Look, everybody just wants to hang out with the president, a bunch of sycophants. That's what this looks like. Right? People taking pictures. Everybody's got their cell phone out. Everybody's taking pictures. Right? Look at it.
What an embarrassment.
So this woman is talking to him, and she's showing him that we have this thing that takes dirty water and makes it into clean water. And you hear what he's saying?
Would you drink it?
Would you drink it? Well, if I was in a disaster area and there was no water, yeah. You ever been in a disaster area with no water? No. No, I mean, I'm here, but I'm the president. We have lots of water on my plane. Really? This guy crazy with the drinking the dirty water. And I get we had to smash the establishment. I understand. We had to smash the establishment. Too bad this was the guy we had to. Why couldn't we do it with Bernie Sanders? We had to do it with this guy. You know why we had to do it with Bernie Sanders? Because Debbie Wasserman Schultz, MSNBC, and the entire establishment crushed the progressive, smeared him, slandered him, and now we got this guy instead of a real guy who could leader Bernie Sanders. We got Trump.
Hey, Les Moonves, so glad all your ratings were so high. Why don't you go ahead and take all that money that you fucking made and send it to Puerto Rico? Maybe you could do some good with that shitty money you earned.
It's bad for America, but it's good for CBS, so keep going, Donald. That was Les Moonves, one of the richest guys in the world, cheering on a Donald Trump presidency, not because it would screw over poor people in Puerto Rico, but because it would help him make more money. A guy worth over $300 million himself. Okay, there you go. This is the Donald Trump presidency. This is it. This is it. This is him. This is what it's all about. He went down to Puerto Rico. I'm surprised he didn't start like pretending he was doing a wind up and start throwing it like he's a baseball player. Why did he start spinning it on his finger?
It's like a Harlem Globetrotter with those paper towels.
Should have started juggling. You know how people in disaster areas like jugglers.
Yeah.
Portland, Oregon, the Jimmy Dore Show is coming to the Alberta Rose Theater November 12th. And we're going to Burbank, California, November 6th. And the Hollywood Improv on October 16th. There's a link for tickets right down there. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for all links for all shows.